let me use this opportunity to thank you, uh, our regular subscribers, our regular viewers. If you've been on our channel before, we want to thank you. If you are, joining us for the first time, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit the notification bell, and make sure that you leave us a comment. All right. This is all you do to make sure that as many people as possible get to enjoy the program today. Today we have, like I told you, a very special guest in the person of, I'll bring him in very soon so that you get to see him. I like when I'm calling the person's name, the person is right there on our page. So he is joining us via Zoom, okay? But he is a face that I need you after today. After today, I need you to, how they say, give us an example of a good person. All you have to do is just go and show his face. That's all you have to do. They say, show us an example of a good man. After today, I want you to go and show his face. Yeah, it's that serious. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very proud to introduce my special guest today in the person of Joseph Nantomah. Joseph, you are going to call your name properly because I suspect that I may have murdered your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Joseph James Nantomah.
Okay, Joseph Nantomah, J Nantomah. Thank you so much, Joseph. It's really a very big pleasure to have you on the show today. I will be playing a video just to refresh the minds of a lot of people who may not have seen you before, or who may be wondering what is so special about this person, Chidi, that you had to bring him on your program. Well, you guys already know that if you see someone on my program, it is because they are very, very important. These are the VIPs. Anybody I bring on my program is the real VIP. Very important person. Joseph did something that it's scarce these days. It's not the kind of thing that you see every day, but I'm gonna get to that. Before I get to that, let me play a video, and then we'll come back and we will discuss this video. So stand by as I play this video for you guys, so you get to understand why we have Joseph in our program today.
And about a month ago or 2 months ago, a wire came into my account, $32,500, and they were requesting to receive that money in Nigeria.
Oh my God.
Do you have your ID on your bucket?
Yes, I do. I do have my ID.
Oh my God.
So that's my driver's license plate. You can take it. So they were requesting that I give them that money in Nigeria, and it sounded fraudulent because you know what happens in Nigeria. So I said no, I wasn't going to do that. I said my office is in Wisconsin and it's just 3 hours away. I would rather give a check to the person who mistakenly transferred that money back into my account. I was going to give them the check, for $32,500.
Okay.
Then they started threatening my business partner in Africa, trying to get the money, like shake her to get the money off. So I reported the case to the police department over there in Nigeria, and they told me to try and trace the person who had wired that money. And when I went into my my online, I found your number and found your address, and that's why I came in this morning.
Well, thank you very much,
Yeah.
sir. You're so nice.
Yeah. So that was exactly what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So are you actually Lynn?
I'm Lynn Yang.
You're Lynn in Yagi?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah,
So why did you transfer the money into my account?
I don't know. I don't know why they transferred to your account.
Wow.
I don't know.
Let me
I
ask
don't
yours.
understand.
Your fiance,
Yes.
when's the last time you saw him?
Well,
Is this a computer thing?
yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever met him in person?
Not in person.
Okay. You need to cease all communication with him, period.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know
He's
what it
not
is.
your fiance. He's someone who just scammed you for $32,500.
You think so?
I know so, madam. That's why I'm here. I drove all the way from Wisconsin.
Well, I don't know. That's the account that he gave me. It might have been the company that he was dealing with, too.
I am the owner of the company.
He's not in Dubai at all.
I'm in Wisconsin, madam.
You was in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I just came in from Wisconsin. There's no money that went to Dubai. I live in Wisconsin. I could have just taken your money
I know you could
and
have.
spend it.
I know you could have, sweetie. Oh my God.
I could have just taken your money and spent it, and you never see me here.
I know. Well, I need the money.
Of course you do.
That's why he wants to give it back to you.
You're really sweet. You're a sweet person. Thank you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go off camera now that I found you. I just need your real information, wired, whatever, and they'll wire the money back to you. I'm going to give you you have my card. I'm going to give you my business card, and the bank is going to take care of that for you, okay? Because there's no way I can give you 32,500 cash.
No.
But I needed to trace you and know you're real, then I'm going to take care of that. So I'm going off video now. Morning, everyone. Today is the 28th of April, 2021. So this is Lynn. Lynn, he's now a friend. I drove all the way from Wisconsin this morning to meet up with Lynn because apparently Lynn's account Lynn's were involved in a fraudulent transaction where they made a transfer $32,000 into my business account.
Yes.
And she never knew about it. And this guy wanted to get the money by all means. So I had to involve the police, and I drove 3 hours from Wisconsin to Indiana to locate her. Have anything you want to say, Lynn?
I'm just so thankful that this gentleman returned my money and that he's helping me out because I need the money.
I know. And I just want you to know everything is fine. And, you know, we see this all over the news every time, fraudulent people hacking into people's account, taking their life savings.
We were so excited when we were able to get hold of him, and today we have Joseph in the studio.
So, for you to understand the story, by the way, thanks for having me. My name is Joseph Nantomah. I'm from River State, Port Harcourt. For those of you that are not very, very much into tribes, if for you to understand what really happened, you need to understand my background here in the United States. So, my background is I'm a project manager, and I'm into real estate myself here. So because I'm into real estate investment, I have investors from all over the world who do business with my investment company here in the United States. So I have a business partner in Abuja who from time to time gets me clients, that want to buy real estate in the United States. Because a lot of people are asking, how did this fraudulent people get your bank account number in the first place? That has been the question circulated. So I feel this would be an opportunity for me to address some of those things as well. So I think it was towards the end of January when my business partner called me and said that she's looking at getting some clients who wanted to do real estate in the United States. I said there's no problem. When they're ready, they should contact me. I never heard anything from them till about towards the end of February or beginning of March. I don't have the specific dates now. Just called me out of the blue and said they had transferred 32,500 into my business account. So the first question I asked her, like, why would you do that? Why would you just transfer money? She's like, these are the people I told you in January that said they wanted to do transactions with us. I said, oh, but even if you wanted to do that, you're supposed to tell me first, right? You tell me that, they have come, because most people who invest into our real estate do what they call KYC, know your customer. They give us their ID cards, they give us proof of funds. There are many things involved, which she knew. So she said they didn't tell her. They just called her like 5 minutes ago and she's calling me. I said, okay, no problem. First things first, let us even verify if the money is in the account, okay? Before we start going way over our heads. Because it was early in the morning, she called me like, say like 9 o'clock Nigerian time. So which is like, very early hours here. So that day I went to the bank, and when I got there, I confirmed the money was in the bank. So I called her back. I said, yes, I've seen the 32,000 plus change in my account. What is the money meant for? Said she doesn't know. I said, okay, get those guys on the phone. So the moment they came on the phone, there were two. One says his name was John, and the one says his name was Balogun or something. I can't remember right now. So we started talking. I said, what is the money for? Because even if you want to buy real estate, I don't know the kind of real estate you want to buy for 32,000. So the guy said, well, he has spoken to his sister who is in Indiana 5 months ago, and they've been talking back and forth. And now the sister is ready to buy the real estate. I said, okay, can I know the source of the income? What do that same question, know your customer. What does your dad do in America? Because I have people like they'll come in, oh, I want to buy real estate. What do you do? I'm into car dealership, right? I'm into travels and tour. I'm into what they call that popular one, people who ship things to Africa. Thank you, logistic company. So where the money is coming and there's a trail. But in this case, he said it was the sister. So the moment he said it was the sister, something just rang in my brain. I said, come, you say your name is Balogun. He said, yes. How come your sister is a white woman? Because the name that I had was a white person's name. Okay. So that was where, he started stuttering. And I said, come, before we can do business, your sister has to fill our form. We have to know who she is before we can do any transaction. This is it's not because of you. He said, no, in fact, as it is, it's like they don't want to even do the transaction, but they wanted their monies in Nigeria. So that was, I just knew, yes, I just knew what they were trying to do. So it didn't cost me anything to just find out. I just knew. So I said, you know what's going to happen? You're not going to get $1 in Nigeria. What is going to happen is Indiana is just 3 hours away from me. And I'm a very popular figure. Okay, on the 13th of March, 2021, I was just appointed by the ECOWAS Youth Council as the ECOWAS Youth Ambassador here in the United States. Okay, but I don't make too much noise. I'm not somebody, last year I had over 10 awards. During the pandemic, I partnered with Tonto DK, Ubi Franklin, in Ghana, Nigeria. I fed over 25,000 people. I had over 12 different awards, humanitarian awards, all kinds of. I was even given an award by the President of the United States. Okay, so all these things are there. So I told the guy, I'm not somebody, and I'm not saying this to brag, I'm saying so that you get the background. So I told the guy, I'm not somebody that is hidden. All you need to do is just go on Google my name, you see everything that I am. So my office address is there. All your sister needs to do is drive to my office and I'll give her a check. She'll get her money and you guys will know how you will do your transaction. So when they saw that this guy was not a cookie they could crack, they just, okay, well, the normal thing, we'll get back to you. In fact, that was why the thing took so long. So when they got off the call, I called my business partner. I said, don't give anybody my account without my consent. And it's not even my personal account, it's my business account. So, and she's a lady, young woman, she started apologizing. She was like, I didn't know what they wanted. They said they want to do business with us. And that's why I gave them the account. And they didn't tell her or tell me before even paying that money into the account. So I said, no problem. I said, they will come back. I said, but be mindful because this money, it's not going anywhere. I've just told you what will happen. In fact, I had a voice note I did, a follow-up voice note that I did to send to them back. So I left it there. So this was like over, like I said, 3 weeks, a month until last Monday. Probably they've gone to sit down, hold their meetings, do so many things. And at the end of the day, they realized that there was no way to, to do anything about this. So she called. Okay. Yeah, this is, yes. So she called me and on Monday I said, those guys got back to her and they were threatening her. I said, threatening you for what? That they said she has to give them the money in Nigeria. I said, it's not going to work. Threatening you is not going to do anything. I told them, I said, it's not like, number one, we did not confirm that the money is in the account. We've confirmed that, right? Number two, it's not like we're saying, oh, we're not giving you the money. We're saying that let's give the person who has the money, then you guys can go and transact whatever you want to transact, correct? So I said, what they are doing, it doesn't make any sense. So I said, the best thing is you go to the police. So I contacted my person at the IG's office, and we took it from there. We filed a complaint. So it was while I was talking to the officer at the police station in Nigeria, he now told me, he said, you know the way we can do this thing, because these guys here in Nigeria will be claiming that, oh, it's their sister. You don't have any evidence, right? That is their sister, it's not their sister. Since you said that you have the receipt of that transaction, why don't you trace that address and go there? If you reach there, make a video. The officer said, make a video when you get there, get to the house, knock on the door and say you are looking for the woman. If somebody else comes out and says it's the wrong address, then we know it's a 419 or is a scam, right? That go there, do it. So that was the plan. This whole thing, I didn't know this whole thing was turning out, because people feel like I was looking for a clout. How can you just sit down and drive 3.5 hours that you want popularity? Some people, and I'm very busy. I'm one of the most busy person you can find around. So that's what happened. So that Wednesday, I said, okay, on Monday I was busy. Tuesday, I said, Wednesday I will go. Wednesday, I left my house 4 a.m. in the morning. And I entered the road. I said, let me get there. So I drove down there. But when you have lived in a civilized country like ours, there are certain ways we do. We are civilized people here, right? So when I got there, my sixth sense told me, don't go and knock on somebody's door that you don't know around 7:38 in the morning. They will just shoot you. You're a black man, you don't know if the person is a racist or whatever. You can't just go and be somewhere. So I thought about, I said, you know what, let me call the police. If I have the police here, it will be a safer environment. So I called the police and I said, hey, somebody mistakenly paid $32,000 into my account. I'm right in front of the person's house that is on the wire receipt. Could you please send out some police people here so they can help me confirm if indeed this is the right place and if indeed the person is here, so that I can help out. And when the police heard that, they were very happy. Really? Okay. Immediately they sent out 2 policemen. So when they came, I explained to them, you need to see, in all of these things, it's not, some of us did not grow on the streets. We grew up in the house. But beyond that, I saw the pride in the policeman's face. You could, if you watch the video, there is a full video that I started when I started. But the police said, let you wait behind, let's go forward. There is a full video. So I did, I spoke about, what was going on and everything. The policemen were like, what? You drove from Wisconsin? I said, yes. So they went ahead, knocked on the woman's door, and the woman came out. And, she's a little bit, she has health challenges. That's the best way to put it here in America. So when they finally validated I was the lady, they said, come forward. So I came and I said, you know what? This video I'm doing, I said, I'm doing this video so that I will give it back to the police people in Africa as evidence. It wasn't meant for social media. It wasn't meant to, that's so that when the police people in Nigeria see, they will know, first and foremost, I was in the right address. Because I could just go to any house and say, oh, I went and... But now I was there. So in fact, the policeman told me, he said he thought it was going to be a fake address. But when we got there, indeed, the woman was living there. So we started asking her, why did you pay this money? She said, there's a guy that wanted to marry her. The guy is in Louisiana. Can you hear it in the video? The guy is in Louisiana. And he said they had a transaction they wanted to do in Dubai. Apparently, he has access to a password, username, and all those. So he moved the money and put it in my bank. I said, madam, there was no transaction in Dubai. I am the one who has the company account where the money came. And I drove down here to look for it. She said, are you not in Dubai? I said, your money didn't go to any Dubai. She said, oh, they said they wired it to a company. I said, I'm the owner of the company. So that was what happened. And, I was there and I had to go off camera when the police will finish. So the police will said, walk your way, take her details, then, give her back the money. So when I was doing, the woman invited me to her home. That was when I did the second video. And I'm telling you, between that and that, the woman has called me twice to thank me 2 times. She called me on Thursday. She called me on Friday again.
Your act, we are going to celebrate it. We're going to make sure we post it everywhere, because I know this is the kind of thing that mainstream media doesn't want to celebrate a lot. It's just going to be there a little bit and fall off, you know. When you hear that a dog beats a man, it doesn't make news. But when you hear that a man beat a dog, that's when it makes news, right? So we are going to make sure that it makes news, because where we come from, we know we have a very very great name here, and so we have to make sure that we protect that name. Another fact I wanted to point out here, you see, if you hadn't done this video, these guys in Nigeria would have turned it against you, and they will be the first to even go on social media. I know I have followed cases down to Nigeria, and they turned the whole thing around. This was involved, they got even the bank manager and everybody. They said they were going to do something like Big Brother. Okay, so they were scamming people. When I discovered what they were doing, guess what they did? They quickly, overnight, they rushed and they put up a room showing that they were actually doing it, and they now turned around and said, oh, that because of what we did and what the bank managed, because we blocked their account, they said the whole thing messed their show up. Look at the evidence that they were doing it. So the bank manager, everybody was so confused. So it was good that you did this. Now there's a guy who scammed me, and he's using me to scam people even as we talk right now. Because I ran for governorship and I set up Chile for Governor campaign thing, he's been using it to scam people. I put something up on Facebook. I called this guy. I need you to listen. I called this guy yesterday when I traced him, and this guy was bold enough to still be asking me to send him money. People don't understand how serious this is. I'm going to try to place a call to him now and see whether he will pick my. I need people to hear this, and then we'll talk a little bit more about yourself, because I want people to know more about you. I hope he picks the call, because I told him I was still going to call him. He was really so bold, and since we're talking about scamming, I hope he answers. It is something people need to know that is going on right now. I hope he does answer, or maybe now he's become afraid. Okay, it's not. I don't think he's gonna pick up the call. But yeah. So let's talk a little bit about you. Okay. Yeah. Tell us what is really your business, and what you do. I want people to really, because now we must sell you because of what you have done. I want people to not think that you're a scammer. We want to know what you really do.
So yes, I wasn't doing all this for the cloud. In fact, I woke up on Thursday morning and saw over like 50 messages, WhatsApp, texts. Just awesome. You're on Insta blog. I said, what happened? So this is what happened. When I left that place and I was driving back, I don't know if you know Ubu Franklin.
Yeah, I hear about him.
Ubu Franklin, he has interviewed me once or twice on his shows. Last year, I was the one that sponsored his pitch, the pitch program with Ubu Franklin.
Okay.
Where I gave $10,000 to two companies.
Whoa.
I gave a lady who does manufactures baby soaps and all that. She won $5,000. There's another company in Kano called Brian or something. The other guy won $5,000. So I gave her $10,000 last year to Ubu Franklin's show.
Whoa.
Because of that, he has interviewed me. So, like you said, I am a project manager by profession. I came to the United States in 2016. And just like every other person, I started putting my papers together and everything. 2018, the former governor of Wisconsin found me, because the moment I started my business, I went into business credit processes for business people here. And when I started building people's credit and raising capital for them, the Governor Scott Walker if you Google, you find it. Called me over, and I started working with Governor Walker. So it
Wow.
was Governor Walker who took me to see the Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence. And
Okay.
from Mike, I got to work as a National Planning Committee member for the President. I'm
Okay.
a kind of a person, I'm very reserved. I don't make too much noise.
No,
But
no, no, but now you need to make the noise, please.
I know I have privileged people who have come here. The likes like Ali Baba's and his wife was with me 2 years ago. I've had D1 a day now. So many people. So right now I run 20 businesses in United.
Whoa.
I run 20 businesses here, from real estate to my coaching program. I am the state licensee for Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a multi-billionaire in Florida. You see my 10x, 10x, 10x.
Yes, I see 10x, yeah.
Yeah. It's my coaching program that I partner with Grant Cardone. I'm the Wisconsin State licensee partner. So from training to real estate to coaching, I've bought and flipped hundreds of houses. I own a lot of properties um, here, and I do international investment with people outside the country. So that's what I've been doing in my small Wisconsin and all
Hmm.
over the United. So I've just been here doing that, and that is the reason why you see all this, co-connecting with back in Africa. But beyond that, I have a non-profit called Prosperity for Africa, which I mentioned earlier that I used in feeding 25,000 people during the COVID-19. And what was funny about the whole thing is while I was doing all that, again, I wasn't looking for all the popularity, but while I was feeding the people in Africa, I fed people in Uganda, Nigeria, and Ghana. And I also adopted 27 children in Uganda that I take care of to today.
Wow.
None of the Nigeria media or whatever picked it up, but instead Fox News picked it up here. Fox News picked it up, CBS picked it up, NBC picked it up. Who is Who America picked it up, and they gave me an award. And last year, the International Association of Top Professionals, because last year I also coached over 500,000 people. So
Hmm.
um, the International Association of Top Professionals made me the Coach of the Year last year, and this year in New York they're going to be having a special gala for me to celebrate that. So I am not a very big person who looks for, if I wanted to, make noise, maybe should have crossed over to Canada. So that's why when people started saying, oh, you have two groups here, people were like, why do you refund it? Some people were even saying I have a cut. I'm like, they don't know who they actually talk. 32,000 is change, with all due respect. So there was no way I would have kept that money. There's no way I would keep that money. It's really nothing. It's nothing. And you have to also understand that the moment you become a father, the whole thing changes as a person. You know, 3 weeks ago I went and I jumped out of a plane, and people were asking me, why did you do that?
Yeah, I think I saw it on your Instagram page.
I jumped out of a plane, and people were asking me, it's on my YouTube channel to the Black Mentor TV, the full
Okay.
video. People asked me, why did you do that? I took my kids there so they could see how brave their dad is. So
They,
I kind
they
of,
won't let me. You see, I've been wanting to do this, but they won't let me. I think your audio is a bit low. Anyway,
okay, let me increase it then. My,
but
my audience is 100%.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
So,
they won't let
I,
me. I've been wanting to jump off a plane, but they won't let me do that. You're lucky. I just managed
yeah.
to do parachuting in Mexico.
So, I do that. Another thing is, if this matter, like you said, had gone sideways, it's social media. My kids are going to grow up to come and see it. So when I did it, and when Ubi called me and I told Ubi where I was like, bro, you need to send me that video, and I gave Ubi the video. I forwarded it to Ubi and he put it on and they picked it up and all that. You know, I wasn't doing it I just did it because it was the right thing. I drove back 3 hours and 30 minutes back to Wisconsin, knowing that I was fulfilled, knowing I have done something right. Not because I was a Nigerian or whatever. It's just as a human being.
No, no, no. We like that you did it as a human being, but bros, as a Nigerian man, that one, that one is very.
I didn't think along those lines.
I know. No, trust me,
It and
trust
it
me.
was just the right thing to do. It was just the right thing
No,
to do.
I know things that are spontaneous. things that are spontaneous like that, they have more impact, honestly. And it's so good to hear from you. When we are here and we do what we do, and we do investments, JT Fox.
JT Fox is my coach. If you go to my page, you'll see where JT Fox was mentoring me one-on-one.
You see, that's the thing. That's the problem. When people, it's good you talk JT Fox, JT coach. JT Fox is my coach, too. So when people come and they say, "Oh, Chidi, you're doing YouTube because you want to make money on YouTube. You're doing this because," I'm like, "What? What? But it's not. It's not even that. It's not even that. When you said you have 20 companies, when people don't know what you have to do, we are busy people. We're into real estate investment. We have a charity like you. Of course, you're with JT Fox. You know about you have to have multi streams of income. I mean, we were with when we paid, you know what I'm talking about. When we paid, how much we paid to get, how much it costs to get a class with JT Fox. Okay, and this is not something we normally talk about, and it's not to brag, but people need to understand that it's not everybody that is doing well that's a scammer. No, people work hard. We work hard here. Honestly, if you see
the last 4 years, or going to 5 years, I wake up 1 a.m. every single day.
So that,
last month I was in Miami. My other coach is Brian Cadon.
Yeah.
I was in Miami. I was in the same room with 50 Cent. I was in the same room with Tommy Hilfiger. I was in the same room with Tyrese.
Yeah.
The guy that I was in the same room with the undercover billionaire.
Yeah.
In fact, the undercover billionaire guy, the one with the tattoo, has invited me to come and speak October this year. So you pay thousands, not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, $10,000 today. Then you come out. That is just twice, times 3 of the money I used to do for conferences. You don't understand about. So when they sent the link, you were like, "Oh, that man is a 419. It's because of what do you call that? It's because of courts."
I know, and
I leased property in America. The least property that I own, I bought $53,000. It's not even up to one property that I own.
It's okay.
You know what I'm talking about. So it's not the kind of the thing you want to mess up. And the funny thing is, even people like Punch and all that, is where we're picking these stories without even look at. You have to trace and find me. They just pick something. Our newspapers are becoming blogging pages that just release news. No investigative journalism. None of them could even say, "Okay, let's find a way to reach this guy and have a platform like this to interview him." They just pick something from the internet and put allegedly. Allegedly found money, allegedly traveled, allegedly, they just hide in that clause. So when you want to sue, they say, "Oh, we said alleged." We didn't mean it. It's just amazing.
That's why I brought you. Honestly speaking, I must apologize. I did a program before yours, and I'm waiting to do another one as soon as I'm done with you. This is not my best interview. I must have you another time because it's about you. I'm not even interested. You see, I don't want to talk about Nigeria and what's going on in Nigeria. A lot of it is what has prompted people to do what they do. But I hope you will oblige me to have you come again on our show so that we can talk. I want to talk about investments with you. I want to talk about life, how people can make it. I wrote a lot of things. I want to talk about immigration. I want to talk about multiple streams of income. I want to talk about empowering people. Those are things I want to talk about.
Like last year, go to Be Frankly Speech. I was one that sponsored it, like I said. At the point, if I gave over like $100,000 to Nigerians last year during the COVID. I can't even count. There was a baby Solomon, for example, baby Solomon in Abuja who was sick. I was going to pay all the medical bills through Toto Dike Foundation.
Don't worry. There's so much. There's so much we can do together,
And
man.
for you to know these things, and because you know, what do you call it? Our people are not very exposed to certain things. We see an average Nigerian man back home. They think they are very exposed to everything, but they are not. And I still tell them, I say, you know, you need to key in with people in the diaspora for us to teach you some certain things. You know, for example, I was amazed. You know, I told you, I said, and for me, I talk about social media. I'm not a celebrity. You
And I think
understand?
you are. We have to celebrate you. You are.
You said that you chat me, I respond. Whether you are big, whether you have 2 followers, 5 followers. That was immediately I saw the chat the day you
Yeah, yeah,
posted
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you called back. You know, it takes. I know. You know how it is to chase people. I know
Yeah.
you had a lot of people for you to
There are
be
many,
on
yes,
America national TV. I know you must have had calls coming
oh,
in.
I had so many calls, and I
I
respond to all of them. So I'm always here. I tell you, I'm not a celebrity. I'm a life coach, and a life coach must answer the call even if it's 12 midnight.
no,
You know,
you.
because you don't know the psychological process the person is going through when they call you at that time.
Sure, sure,
I'm
sure,
not talking
sure.
about, everybody says they're a life coach. I'm not talking about, I am a certified life coach in the United States. So there are two different things. Because people just wake up and say,
I know.
I'm a fantastic guy. No, I went through, last year I enrolled in Harvard Business School. Okay? So when I tell you I'm something, that is what I am.
I know.
So we're doing our best here just to make sure that we're on the right path and we do the right thing. And like I said, it was just the right thing. I'm sure if I told you know any person with the right mindset that this is what I would do, they won't tell me, oh, keep the money. They'll tell me return it. Just
No,
like
of course, of course, of course. They see there. Honestly, Joseph, this is our first contact with you. We've established it. There's tons of things we're going to do in the background, especially since I'm getting to learn that we are from the same
the mentor.
the same
Yes.
mentor, so that makes it easier.
Scroll down. I'm telling you, I had a live session with JT
JT
Fox. When you
Fox.
just scroll down, you see it there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know I don't want to reveal everything. I need to keep people so in suspense so that they have to come back. So next time when you see me going to have an interview with Joseph, you know that there's a lot that is in it for you. Okay, guys. So make sure that next time when we tell you that because you just need to. Okay, let me show you this picture. Just so people like it when people like it so they know that we are not well, I'm not lying. So is this the person you're talking about?
JT Fox. That's it. JT Fox is a Canadian, so I don't have anything to that. He's a Canadian that moved down to. He's in Chicago here.
I know.
Yeah.
When he came here, that was when a lot of people didn't even like, you know how it is. They were
Yeah.
still skeptical about coaches and all of that. But
People
and
are
this
always about everything.
this I don't know whether he's still with JT Fox, but this was one of our coaches from the JT Fox. This is the one
Just
with.
like where this guy is coaching people under JT, but that's how I am right now, coaching people with Grant Cardone.
Okay, awesome.
If you go on my page, just yesterday I posted a video. I had my first 10x coaching in Milwaukee. The next one is coming up in July. So that is what I do. My goal is to bring Grant Cardone next year to Milwaukee, where I'm going to be having about 15,000 people in
Awesome.
Milwaukee.
I was going to bring JT Fox to Nigeria. We had so many things planned. Actually, we had booked the hotel and in Sheraton and all of that. And I think it was just the day before that day we had the incident where some American people were kidnapped. And so
Okay.
his insurance told him, no. If you're going, you're on your own. We had to cancel everything. We're going to have one in Sheraton. We're going to have one in Abuja, the Hilton and Abuja. But all that, my brother, Niger case. We'll talk about it. we'll talk about it another day. But thank you so much. I am glad I was able to hear from you, give you a chance to give us the real story, because yes, a lot of people keep asking, but why this, why that? You know, you never hear from the guy, maybe this, maybe that. So I'm glad we're able to hear from you and get some clarification at least. But please, we're going to come back to you. There's so much to mine from you. You're going to oblige us so that we can talk the real things that will help and empower our people.
That is my goal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Thank you for your time. Okay. My regards to your little girl and your family.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye bye. God bless. Yeah. Okay, guys. So you heard it from Joseph. You don't have to go having all these conspiracy theories about what you think happened or did not happen. He's just a good guy, and he doesn't have to do this for the clout. You heard from him. No, it's not necessary. And it's just because of the state of our country, we find it difficult, very, very difficult to believe what people are saying and what people are doing. Look, people are doing so many things, so you go just stay there. People are doing so many things. You have to try to blend with people and respect people. We know they respect people. That you see me on YouTube doesn't mean that that's the only thing I do. You know, people do other things. We have to try to respect and come close to people, seek to partner with them, try to understand what they do to be where they are. You never know. When you do that, you might just gain one thing or the other than just trying to. Some of us, we just want to demystify somebody. When you come close to them, you demystify them. Immediately, you send them a text, they reply the text back and forth. You say, you just demystify. They are no longer anything. Or because you see the person on social media, like on the chat group, just come there and say, Dr. Chidi, you're a very stupid man. Chidi, you're just a stupid, nonsensical man. This is somebody that maybe if you are related with me on a very good level, there could be one or two things we can do to help each other. You heard that, young man. What he's saying is true. It is true. That's the way life works. People are doing things are happening. When I finish this show now, I'm going to go back to him and we're going to link up on another level. Okay? Networking is very, very important. You see, as we don't do this YouTube finish, there are things that he has said that are tingling. They are music to my ears. I'm now going to switch over to that mode with him and we'll continue. Alright, thank you so much everybody for being on our show. On behalf of Dr. Erica and every member of our team, I want to tell you to please stay safe and love one another. Bye bye.